Good afternoon to everybody. I think as a professor, it is very difficult to take a class after the lunch session. So I have got a responsibility to be here after the lunch session. So can we put the session in order just for 1 minute? I think everybody can stop and then we can start as many.
While eating itself, they'll listen.
Okay. So this session is as it is for IT, for education, administration, and governance. We have got two eminent panelists with us, and I think 2 to 3 people have not arrived or have not come. Professor Mantha, Vivek Shawant, and Masfin Banner. I don't know because somebody has to come from Bombay. I think they have not arrived here. That is what the organizers has informed us. But nevertheless, all of three of us will try and make this session lively as possible for us. And this importance of IT or ICT for education, administration, and the governance is really an important topic and is really an important shift in the paradigm for the education. As all of us have felt in last decade, that ICT or the information technology has penetrated in our lifestyle, has penetrated in your life, and also has penetrated in terms of the education. As all of us know that first time when the high school and intermediate result was given on the internet, or first time when we got a short message for the result, it has just started from it has started from there, and now we are talking about the smart classes. We are talking about the classes in the virtual education domain. And as far as I feel as a person of a computer science and now as an academic administrator, I felt that the most important paradigm which is shifting for IT in the education is that teachers have to be on the toes. As we look to our young people, young kids, they have got much more information and the education that what we were having at our times. And this is thanks to the internet, thanks to this technology, that now all the teachers in the teaching community and all the teaching dissemination universities and the colleges have to be on toes to give newer information and the creative information to the students. As we see that the young student who is in class 8th or 9th has got now a position to challenge their teachers. They can say that you are teaching, hey, you are teaching this thing wrong or you are teaching this thing right. And most of the information they can get from the internet. And this is a really shift in the paradigm of the education which we are taking today, or the information or the knowledge which we are taking today. But unfortunately, most of the governance of our universities, especially in the higher education domain, has not seen so much penetration of ICT, and still there is much more digital divide in the terms of urban and the rural kind of education. And as I think Mr. Murthy is one of the rightest person to talk about those digital divide and how to gap it around. But most of our universities in the higher academic domain have not gone to that kind of a governance which we would have ought to, or which we have thought of doing it. And I think this session will really enlighten because now we have got a highly competition with the private universities. As all of us know that in this decade, more number of universities have come, and now we have got a stiff competition, and now not only the government university is only the flag bearer in the terms of the education domain, but we have got very excellent, with a good infrastructure, the private universities and the private players and all other companies also like Educom and all other things who are also trying to impart in knowledge and the information. So this topic is very relevant to me as a moderator, that IT for education, administration, and governance, these are the three things if we want to really become a knowledge leader, if we really want to have transparency, then in all these three areas, giving new education, be more creative, having a good transparent administration, and having a good governance of academics, ICT should be heavily used, and it should see with the new thing. And one important thing which I will really point out and give the things to the audience, or give to my speakers, that we have to develop our own infrastructure, and we have to really develop the kind of the IT solution which is well suited for Indian environment. Most of us, we are trying to do, we are trying to copy LMSs, we are trying to copy most of the solution from West. Our problems are really different. It is due to the language. So many languages are spoken in this country, that's good. And the kind of infrastructure we have, if we just buy out something from ourselves, from US or from any other thing, I think it will not be ideally suited for us, because the kind of the broadband, the kind of the internet speed they have, and the kind of the internet infrastructure they have, which we don't have right at the moment. So we have to just take those kind of things and make a suitable kind of thing for us. That is one of the challenges for the companies which are here to give us the governance. So with that, I want to really invite Mr. Murthy, who is a very senior scientist from Ministry of Communication Information Technology. Although he's a scientist, but he's really a professor. I know him from a very long time. He gives a lot of lectures. He is really an academic person, but really have seen this thing from both the ends, from the technology driven and from the kind of planning and the other end also. So I will invite Mr. Murthy for the first talk.